In this video, we're going to be subtracting fractions with like denominators. So for us to be able to subtract a fraction, we have to make sure that the denominators are the same for both of the fractions. If they are, all we have to do to the top is just subtract the two values. So a 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So we would just put that subtraction there. We keep the denominator the same, so our answer is 2 over 7. Moving on to the next question, we have to make sure that those denominators are the same. If they are, then all we have to do is just subtract the two values at top. So 4 minus 2 is going to equal 2. So whenever we set up our fraction, we keep the denominator the same, right? That number on the bottom will be the same, which is 5. And then our subtraction of those two values, which is 2. So our answer is 2 over 5. Moving on to the next question, so we see the denominators are the same, so we know that our answer will have a 4 on the bottom. So now all we have to do is subtract the two numbers at the top. So 3 minus 1 would be equal to 2. So we would put 2 here over 4, but we need to do something else. We're going to have to do what's called simplification, meaning we need to figure out a number that we can divide top and bottom by. Well, we know that 2 goes into 2 one time, and 4 goes into 2 two times. So our answer would be 1/2. Now we can't simplify this anymore because if, say, we divided by 1, 1 divided by 1 would be 1, 2 divided by 1 would be 2, so it would just give us the same answer. So once we get down to 1, that will always be our final answer. Moving on, so we see that again the denominators are the same here, so we know that 8 would be on the bottom. So now all we have to do is subtract the two numbers at the top. So we know that 6 minus 2 would be equal to 4. So we can simplify this out again. Now we can simplify, it looks like, by 2, right? We can go 4 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2. We would get a whole number. But we could also do 4, right? Because 4 divided by 4 would be equal to 1. 8 divided by 4 would be equal to 2. So we get an answer again of 1/2. Moving on to this next one, we notice that our numbers are bigger than what we've seen before, but that really doesn't matter because the denominators for both values are 14. So we know that's going to be that for our answer. So now all we have to do is subtract the two numbers at top, which is 9 minus 9, which would give us 0. So our answer would be 0 over 14. Now this also means 0 out of 14 parts, which really just means 0. So our final answer is 0. Meaning if you have 0 over a fraction, the answer will always be 0. Moving on to the next question, we notice the same thing, but this is an even bigger value. However, the denominator is still the same, right? So it's just going to be 124 on the bottom. So now all we have to do is just subtract the two numbers at the top, and 88 minus 24 is equal to 64. So we'll put a 64 right here, and now we need to simplify this, but I'm not sure what the biggest value could be. And that's okay. I do know that we can simplify this by 2, top and bottom, and if we do that, we'll get 32 on top, 62 on the bottom. Okay, well, you know what? I know I can simplify this even more. I know I can simplify out of 2 again, so I'll do 2 top and bottom as well. And then what we're going to end up getting is going to be a 16 over 31. 31 is a prime number, so I know that this is as far as we can go. So the answer is 16 over 31.